Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy YouTube Blue coming back at you again, and it's been a long day at work, and I'm tired as I don't know what. But hey, it's Hump Day. Unfortunately, we don't have a game this weekend, but fortunately, it is a bye week. The Cowboys get to get the injuries together. These guys get to rest up and rehab and do all the great things that they do in the bye week, and get some time away and come back fully refreshed to play those New York Football Giants in 2 weeks. Now, today they had a light practice. A lot of starters were not padded up. They were there, but they were not padded up, which is good. You get some of these younger guys some reps and things of that nature in practice, and just um, um, get a feel of being in practice as a number one, not as a scout team guy, because the reps are different then. Okay, so now as you look at this team going forward, now we were on a 3-game losing streak. They annihilated the Eagles, which was great. I loved it, loved every bit of it. It was awesome. Now, you go into the bye week with a win, so you have that to look forward to going forward. Now, going forward, you got the Giants when you come back. You got the Vikings. You got the Patriots. And you got the Bills on Thanksgiving. And then the very next Thursday, you got the Bears. So, the schedule don't get easier going forward. It doesn't. But if the Cowboys play the way that they did on Sunday, I don't doubt that they can't beat any one of these teams. Actually, the only team that I'm really afraid of right now is the Patriots. Now, but even them, they almost lost to the Bills. And if your defense plays stout against Tom Brady, you can stop Tom Brady. But the thing that saves Tom Brady right now, when he has bad, because everybody has an off night. Nobody's perfect, even greats like Tom Brady. So when Tom Brady has an off night, his defense steps up. That's why they're still undefeated. And you could say the fact that they didn't play a whole lot of strong teams as well. But we don't need to get into all that. Because they say the same thing about the Dallas Cowboys when we won our first 3 games too. So it's a mute point at this point. So my point is, though, you go in there, it's any given Sunday. It's just who wants it more. Now, if our defense plays stout like they did against the Eagles, by all means, we can beat any team in this league, even the Patriots. Somebody said, could this be a preview of the Super Bowl? But I'm not gonna say that, because again, we are 4-3. We've made a lot of mistakes. That's a hell of a stretch to talk about, and I will not talk about anything like that until it happens, or if it does. But let's make it to the playoffs first. Matter of fact, first, let's win the division. Winning the division is first and foremost. Because if you win your division, then you get the opportunity to go to playoffs, and then you can figure out what goes on from there. Now, we get past the first round of playoffs, and then we drop a dud. But we can no longer do that. I know some of you guys wanted Jason Garrett gone. I think we all do. You guys want Urban Meyer to come in here. Some of you guys want Lincoln Riley. Some of you guys want Chris Richard to get moved up from where he is in the defensive side to become the head coach. Some of you don't give a damn one way or another. So, everybody has their opinions, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. I had some people ask me, do I think the Cowboys are going to make a trade for somebody during this bye week? We know the trade deadline is next week. So, Jerry Jones already came out and said that they're not going to make any blockbuster moves. And if he says that, it's pretty much guaranteed that that's not going to happen. Now, what they normally do, and what I think they will do, if they do anything, they'll probably get some guy off the trash heap, somebody that's not playing right now, or somebody that just recently got cut from another NFL team that was, a backup guy, and plug him in at a DB or something like that. That's what they might do. And I know that's not what Cowboy fans want to hear, because we always want to make the splash. But the splash doesn't always work out in your favor. Now, it worked out for Amari Cooper. Speaking of, yesterday was Amari Cooper's 1-year anniversary with the Dallas Cowboys. Give him all the credit to that. Now, that was a great investment. But I think that for the Cowboys to give up a first round pick like that is a once in generational type of thing. They're not. That's not going to be a every week, every year type of thing that the Dallas Cowboys are going to do. It's definitely going to be um, for a player that we know that can solidify what we're trying to do. Because again, Amari Cooper came to the team and all he did was help everything on this team as far as the offense goes and the wide receiver core and Dak Prescott as well. It definitely helped Dak Prescott because you got a reliable target to get to and with the other complementary players. So if you look at Amari Cooper is like your steak on your plate and these other guys are the entrees. I would say like Randall Cobb and Michael Gallup are like his starch and his vegetables. And then you got like Tavon Austin being like the appetizer because he's that guy that you can use in different situations. So again, when you look at what we have with this team, we got all the talent in the world, and I say this all the time. We have the talent to be great. We do. We've had that. We got a lot of young guys, but you got to keep and Jason Garrett's job is to keep these guys focused day in, day out. And I know sometimes we have a tendency to go into a bye week and get lax when we come back and we just lose our momentum sometimes. But I think in this situation, it's going to be a little bit different. If Jason Garrett keeps these guys head on straight, I think they're going to be fine. But one thing for sure is it helps these guys that have injuries get back faster because they don't have to worry about playing on a bye week. So that's the good thing about it. Now, when you look at Amari Cooper and everything that he's done, I would say that losing that first round pick for him was worth it because in that draft last year, there was nobody in this last draft, wide receiver wise, in that first round that was better than Amari Cooper. So that was a great investment. You got a guy that's 24 years old, that's still young. The Joneses want to keep him here for the rest of his career, which they should. His signing him to a bigger contract isn't going to be an issue in my opinion because the way that it's structured and the way that you will structure his contract, it's not going to hit your cap like that because you're going to spread that thing out. You're going to give him multiple years, kind of like what Ezekiel Elliott has. So I think that Amari Cooper was a great addition to this team. He is now our number one receiver. And even not being fully healthy, he's still beating guys. He's beating these DBs and literally embarrassing them out there and scoring touchdowns. That's what he does. He's that threat that you need. And again, we have these other guys as a complement around him, which is great as well. So that's how I look at it, y'all. Now, Amari Cooper said himself when he got here, it was almost like a match made in heaven. Like, he was unhappy in Oakland. He got to the Cowboys. He got a good rapport with Dak Prescott right away. And if you guys don't remember the situation, you remember, I think it was week 6 when we played the Redskins because we were at the tailgate here in the DMV because it was a Redskins home game. And the Redskins beat us by that field goal because that penalty was called because LP moved or they thought he moved. I was like, but they always do that, but whatever. So that game was crazy, but we had a bye week right after that. They went and traded for Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper just had a bye week. His bye week with the Raiders was the week that we played the Redskins. So he initially had 2 bye weeks. He had his bye week, and then when he got traded to the Cowboys then had their bye week that next week. So he had double bye weeks, and then we played the Titans and we lost. But after that, he was on a roll. We went on that 7-1 stretch, and we made it to the playoffs. And let me tell you something, things happened. Things were great. And that's pretty much it. I'm happy that Amari Cooper's here. It was the best investment that we had in a long time, and it was a great decision by this front office and Will McClay and all of them. So shout out to them for that. Now, if we could find a better coach. But again, I don't think Jason Garrett is going to be gone until the end of the season or until they feel as though we're not doing good enough to warrant him being the coach for this team. But as long as this team, I'm telling y'all right now, Jason Garrett will continue to be on this team as long as these players play for him. And that's what they're doing right now. And they respect Jason Garrett. They see a different Garrett than we see. Remember that. Put that in perspective. This is what you don't see behind the closed doors. Jason Garrett is not the same person that to them as what we see that he puts out in the media. He's not the same person. And you guys see a little bit of that on All or Nothing when they were on there. You know, I had an Italian meatball sub, and I threw it up because I was watching these bad plays. But anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks again to all my subscribers. Appreciate you guys. This is your boy E2 Blue. Always keeping it real. Talk to you soon.